Take a seat and welcome to the sit down. Hey guys, welcome to the sit down today. Before we get started, I know you hear it all the time, but I'm going to tell you it yet again. If you haven't followed the channel, please give it a follow. If you enjoyed today's episode, give it a share, give it a like, get this out to as many people as we can get it to. That's the goal for this thing, is to hopefully inspire some people, pour into them, give them a drop of hope, and make a difference in their lives. So thanks for joining us on the sit down, and let's get into it. All right, guys. Well, welcome to the sit down, and we got Big Mason Walters coming and joining us. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I
This is
appreciate
dope.
it.
You know, I'm gonna pull an executive move here, and the grief that Garrett was giving you before the episode, we're gonna keep it off.
Yeah, perfect. Thank
I
you.
got you. I'm gonna
appreciate
protect you. But before we get started into our conversation, we need to preface this sit down episode in the fact that you and G are tight.
Yeah.
And just give us a little bit of the background of, and Garrett, feel free to add into this, of how you guys know each other, how you guys got to know each other.
Well, basically, I met Garrett at Jamestown playing there. I didn't really know Garrett before that. I mean, I heard about him from Carrington. I kind of heard of this dude from Carrington who's pretty good at basketball. Went to Jamestown. And then, yeah, I met him there. One of my best friends and really good teammates, Mark Trost, and Garrett were roommates, actually. So that's kind of how the relationship started. And then, yeah, just got really close over the years. Shared a lot of great memories. And
Well, we're going to keep most of those off the pod.
some memories not for the podcast, probably. Yeah. No, just a great guy overall.
So you're from Jamestown.
Yep.
You're a Jamestown native. And actually, the first time I actually heard of your name, knew who you were, I actually went and watched you play ball in high school. I think you were a sophomore.
Okay.
Were you probably like 6'5"?
Yeah.
Sophomore year?
Yeah.
I think I'm real skinny.
Yeah, skinny, really shaggy, long hair.
Yeah, yep. So I remember watching you and Bowden play. I can't remember who you guys were playing. Somebody out west. You're WDA. But I remember watching him play because one of my best friends is Noah Wanzik, who you know, and so that's how I knew of you. And then obviously when you went to Jamestown and had the career, we'll get into that today. But you know, Garrett, he was the small town kid from Carrington that could shoot a little bit.
Scout team warrior.
Absolutely. Garrett, what do you remember from first meeting Mason?
That's a good question. Honestly, I don't even remember first meeting Mason.
That is,
honestly
he's
don't
our
remember
guest.
at all.
He's the guest on the podcast. I don't remember anything
Dude,
about
we have
Mason.
I feel like we have like thousands of memories
They all
together.
blur
They all
together.
just blend together. Yeah.
That actually is something about friendship that is cool. It's like, oh, what are your favorite memories? It's like, I don't know, all of them, man. It's just the friendship. No, I actually completely understand what you're saying there. That's good stuff, man. Well, Mace, let's just give a little background into growing up in Jamestown, where you came from, and tell us a little bit about that and how you became a Blue Jay and ended up staying and becoming a Jimmy.
Yeah, so just growing up, I played kind of all sports growing up, like football, basketball, ran track, played golf, just like a smaller town, North Dakota for the WDA especially, but playing a bunch of different sports. And then my freshman year of high school was when I really started to take like basketball really serious.
Yep.
But then again, like my freshman year, I was on the freshman team, right? So I didn't play sophomore, I didn't play JV. My sophomore year, I hit a little bit of growth spurt.
Yep.
Started to finally crack the varsity lineup like halfway through my sophomore year. We weren't very great. Our record wasn't very good. But then kind of like my junior year, but my senior year especially, I hit my growth spurt, got taller, and kind of just developed into a player that kind of had like aspirations to continue playing.
Yep.
And honestly, like I didn't really ever think that I would play college basketball until kind of that senior year. So like a lot of times in my career now, like I'll look back and it's like crazy to see how far I've come and where I'm at now. But yeah, so our senior year, we had a great year during the season, and we finished 27-0 my senior year.
Undefeated.
Yeah,
I knew you had a great season. I didn't realize you were undefeated.
Yeah, so we had a great year. I mean, finished it off with the state championship. So that's kind of I mean, I think that's really where it started to like instill the confidence in me that I could do something with this,
Yeah.
especially basketball. And at the time, my teammate Bowden Skunberg had a lot of interest from different colleges. Um, I really, I had 3 offers actually to play college basketball.
Who are they from?
So Minot State,
Yep.
Valley City, and then Jamestown.
Okay.
So that was going into my senior year. Ended up going on my visit my summer before my senior year. And really just fell in love with Jamestown, like the staff there, Coach Neville, Coach Peterson, the players. Like I felt like it was a great place for me to grow, and a good level for me to start out at.
Yep.
I necessarily wasn't the most skilled or whatever, the most polished at that time, but I think it really was a great place for me to like just grow as a player and a person. So yeah, ended up committing there. Finished out my senior season, and then started after that season. I was already in Jamestown, so the whole summer working out with the Jimmies, just getting in the weight room. That's kind of where my career, I feel like, just took off after that. Like really just hitting the weights hard, like trying to fill out a little bit more.
We gotta, Anna, you gotta throw some pictures up because
Yeah, it was really
the
skinny.
Mason I saw playing for Jamestown High School versus the Mason that ended up being first team All-American junior year. Different looking people. A lot of time in the weight room
Yeah.
to build that.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about when you go from high school to college and the jump. Because there's a lot of high schoolers that listen to this podcast and that have aspirations to play college ball. And when you're jumping from high school to college, I remember my first practice at UND thinking to myself, it's so fast.
Right.
Like, it's just so fast. Tell me what that jump was like going from high school into college and continue to grow in that.
Yeah. So it's actually a funny story. Like, I don't know if Garrett was here for this, like my first open gym with the team, but the assistant coach at the time, Tyler Peterson's his name. He played at Division III. I mean, not a long time ago, but some years before that. And we had 10 guys, and he was actually the one who guarded me. So like, if you've been in an open gym, usually that would mean I'm the 9th guy, the 9th best player.
Yeah,
so
right.
I came in like at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yep.
Right. So like the speed, the physicality, like I just wasn't really ready for that yet. And I think like, especially now, like high school guys, the college game is starting to recruit more from the transfer portal, JUCOs. So these high school kids are kind of getting maybe overlooked or leapfrogged in some of that recruitment stuff. So I think it's even more important for them to like get in the weight room, get ready for that as soon as you get on campus, or if you have the opportunity to go play somewhere, to be ready, because I think now it's even so much harder for a kid to play as a true freshman. Like,
So
especially
hard,
like looking
right.
back at me, like I think it was, I mean, I was a decent player, but also like I think it was like a perfect storm of at the time and how the team was, where I just kind of fit perfectly and got a chance to play. And it's a huge testament to the coaching staff to give me an opportunity, right?
Yeah,
Like,
got a chance.
I mean,
right.
yeah, to give a freshman a chance like that. And I mean, like I said, our record wasn't amazing, but it took a chance on me, and ultimately it all worked out in the end. But yeah, I think just for high school kids, like going in with the mindset of just trying to get better every day and putting your head down and just working and grinding basically, and seeing what you can make out of it.
Recipe doesn't change, man.
Right, yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're playing basketball, football, if you want to play the trumpet. It requires work. Just getting in the gym, and I think it's amazing. We've all played AAU basketball. What program are you a part of?
ECI.
You're an ECI guy.
Yeah.
Like, we all played travel ball, and we got to travel in Minneapolis. That was a big deal. You go play in Minneapolis, Sioux Falls, whatever it might be. Some of these kids now are going to Memphis, Houston. I get, Dakota Phenom, they go to Vegas. That's fun. That's a fun trip. They're going all over the country. And I do think there's some value to it, to get to, especially being from North Dakota, to get seen. I understand that. But you don't get better, like jump major strides traveling all across the country.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
You get better alone in the gym. Like at an AAU basketball tournament, you'll have the ball in your hands for what? 5 minutes of game time, that's a lot, actually. You're probably a ball dominant person. Like, go to your gym and have the ball in your hands for 2 hours a day. That's where you're going to make strides. And that you had to have probably just lived in the alone gym.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, that was kind of our deal with ECI. It would be like we would play the more local tournaments, and that was like the very last tournament was like a Wisconsin or like a Chicago, like kind of go out and see where you're at. I think it was definitely like an eye opener at times to kind of see where you really stack up against and maybe where you are on the pecking order of players throughout the country. But yeah, I mean, that's what I think. I mean, especially for my career at Jamestown, was just like stacking days and compounding those, whatever. If it's just getting up one morning and you just do it over and over and over again, is like where you're going to see progress. And it's like, there's no like easy shortcut in terms of whatever secret workout regimens or whatever. It's just getting up and working out every day or whatever, every afternoon, and just getting in the gym. And I think that's where most of my progress really came from, especially at Jamestown, was just doing that over and over and over again.
Momentum belongs to the committed. Yeah, the power of 1% is just stacking on top of each other. I'm telling you, like, the recipe doesn't change. We can talk to hundreds of people that are going to come and sit down on this podcast, and the recipe is going to look a lot, it's similar, man. Garrett's story, my story, your story, 1%, they add up, and that's big time. So you do grow at Jamestown, both from a skill level, but also from a physical level.
Yeah.
Right? You go in freshman year of college, how tall were you?
I was probably, I want to say 6'6", 6'7", maybe.
Okay.
My freshman year.
And then when did your growth spurt happen?
My growth spurt, I mean, I kind of grew every year at Jamestown at college, but I finished my senior year right around 6'9".
Yeah.
So whatever that is, an inch every year just about. So, I mean, that obviously helps a lot too when you continue to grow. Yeah.
That's a big deal in the basketball world.
For sure.
6'6" is 6'9". I mean, arms are getting longer, everything.
Yeah.
Did that change your game a little bit?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I came in as kind of a undersized 5-man center at a high school. Didn't really shoot a lot of threes. A lot of just back to the basket.
Yep.
And then right when I got to school there at Jamestown, really just Coach Neville and Coach Peterson, especially Coach Neville, actually, before my senior year, like, we had weights at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., one of the two. And we would go for an hour every day before weights, and we'd work on like ball handling or shooting, whatever that may be, just to work on my guard skills.
Sure.
Getting better at that. And that's, again, a huge testament to him. Like, that really just overall, like, I've used that so much professionally too. Like, playing on the perimeter compared to just back to the basket. Like, the further you go up, you're not the biggest guy anymore, right? Like, you got to work on different aspects of your game. And yeah, it's eye-opening. If you can, I mean, if you're a big guy especially and you can handle the basketball and shoot, like, just opens up the game for you so much.
I mean, look at some of the top players today. We just watched Wembanyama, right? Look what he does on the court. Look at Coop down in Dallas. It's kind of a blessing now in disguise. You can look back at it, though. Had you been 6'9" in high school,
right,
you wouldn't have needed to do that guard work. You'd have been dominant, you'd have been a low post 5-man.
Right.
But because you were 6'6", it's like, hey, I'm going to need to develop some of this stuff. And then by the time now you're a junior, 6'9", you've got those skills. That's big time.
Yeah.
So you have a great college career. And Garrett, I know Mason's not going to tell me because he's a humble guy. Tell me what Mason was like at Jamestown.
Honestly, unguardable is like the best way to describe it. Like, you can try to slow him down, but good luck. Like, just, he's cooking out there, you know?
I wish the camera could be. He's blushing. He's so proud of me.
The flashback
right there.
So one thing that we always joked about, because he was on ESPN, he made a top 10 plays. Every time I saw Mason, like, we got on the bus, I'm like, oh, what's up, ESPN? And so we're going to have to find that clip and flash it.
Absolutely.
It was the Morningside dunk, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember seeing
crazy.
that. Yeah, I do remember seeing that.
Pegged the back of Will Cords, and he turns it over. And Walters in transition, yams one home, and a foul foul. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, Mace, you what a 3-time first team All-American.
Yeah.
Were you National Player of the Year too?
National Player of the
National
Year.
Player of the Year on the NAIA level. That's amazing. It's a testament of your work. You guys had a ton of success too as a team. I mean, obviously the individual stuff's great, but you won conference championships. Went to regular season,
yeah,
yep,
my
and
senior
then
year, and then
went to the Sweet 16.
yeah, Sweet 16 twice, and then Elite 8 my sophomore year.
Elite 8, okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Winning a ton of games at Jamestown. Great teammates around you too.
Yeah,
You
sure.
played with some studs.
Yeah.
Man, just tell me about like some of your core memories when you look back at your time at University of Jamestown and all those wins and all those experiences. Like, what do you remember most from that?
Yeah, I mean, to me, like what stands out the most is just like the people that you're around with every day. Like looking back at it, like those are my best memories is like the people that I was doing it with. Just like my teammates, being around them on the bus or like just walking around school, going to eat at the cafeteria and stuff. Like, I mean, in my wedding this summer, I think almost all of them were teammates besides my brothers. So I've got 6 groomsmen and 4 ushers. So that's 8 of them are my former teammates at Jamestown.
Yep.
So I think that's one of the biggest things for like my success and my experience is just being around really good people. And I think that's a certain thing too that is advice to people in the recruiting process as well. Like, especially now with the transfer portal, like the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And being around good people every day is a really, really valuable thing to think about when you're deciding on a school. Like,
yeah.
especially going to Jamestown, like after my freshman year, I won the freshman of the year award or whatever. And there was kind of some people asking me like, hey, do you want to leave? Do you want to do this? Whatever. And like, it never really crossed my mind just because I was having so much fun, like with my best friends playing basketball.
Yeah.
And we're having so much success. And I was with good coaching staff and good coaches. So like, it was really a no-brainer to stay. Like after my last year at Jamestown, I went to Wyoming. And at that point, I think it was time for me to move on. But again, yeah, like my best memories are with my teammates, like on the bus, like whatever. I'm sure Garrett would say the same thing. Like just the random little memories doing random stuff was so fun.
California.
Yeah, like different trips, California.
Yep.
We went to Tennessee my senior year. And yeah, we won a lot of games, but like I don't think the games were cool to win, obviously, but I don't ever look back and then, man, that game I scored X, Y, and Z points. Like that was so cool. It's like the little memories that I remember the most with my teammates.
I could not agree more. Anna, you probably third in that. I second it. Anna thirds it. Garrett fourths it. It's all about the who you do life with, who you get to do it for. It comes back to that almost every time. And you talk about your wedding. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's big time.
Thanks.
I feel like, it's social media is awesome because you get to follow people. And Mace, I've been following you on social media for a lot of years now. I feel like I know Paige through social media. And it's cool to see that you guys are getting married. We're in kind of the same process. You're getting married 3 weeks after me.
Yeah.
You talk about your wedding. You have 6 groomsmen, 4 ushers. I've got 6 groomsmen, 2 ushers. 5 of my 6 groomsmen were my teammates. My 6th one is my uncle. So very similar to you, outside your brothers, right? It's about who you get to do life with, man.
Right.
It's the best part about it. So you go to Wyoming, play 1 year down in Laramie, and then you get to go and play some pro ball and get to try out NBA. And tell me a little bit about that process of trying to get to the NBA, going to Europe. What was that pro ball experience like?
Yeah, so after Jamestown, I kind of had my agent was representing me for my NIL stuff, and transferring was kind of helping me navigate that process. Drew Kelso's his name with One Motive Sports, and he's still my agent today. So I got to Wyoming, ended up tearing my ligament in my thumb, and I missed like the first half of the season essentially. So I kind of just got like thrown into the fire like the Mountain West, which that year they had 6 teams go to March Madness. So it
Utah
was just
State was good, and who else was good that year?
yeah, Utah State, Colorado State was really good.
Yep.
Boise State was really good. New Mexico,
Yeah.
San Diego State. Yeah.
Golly, that Mountain West was good.
Yeah, Colorado State, just a bunch of really good teams. And I think that prepared me I mean, the NAIA level is good, but just that athleticism and size for me, was a huge jump.
Yep.
And just good experience. Like I really needed that to see like where I stacked up at and kind of how for professionally where I can continue to develop. So after that year, I signed with my agent. I went down. He's based out of Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of random, but yeah, just great people. Like,
Yeah.
I invited him and my other agent to my wedding as well. Like, I'm just really, really close with them.
Yep.
I was down there for like, I want to say it was 8 weeks training, working out every day in the gym, lifting, during the pre-draft process. And it was like me and 5 other guys in the same situation, just graduated college, looking to play professionally. And we'd work out every day and basically wait for a call from a NBA team for a pre-draft workout.
Sure.
And I ended up getting 2 pre-draft workouts, which to me was like amazing, right? Like I went into it with just like an open mindset of I'm just gonna work every day and see what happens, right? Like I didn't expect to get any calls for any workouts. I mean, I trusted my agent; he would work it out for me, but I just went with the mindset of I'm gonna get in the gym and just work with a trainer, right? So, like halfway through Memphis, I called my agent, and a player had gotten sick or hurt, whatever. So they called my agent. It's probably like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and they're like, "Hey, can Mason be here tomorrow morning for this pre-draft workout?" Yeah. So my agent, I think I was at the gym working out. My agent like pulls me out of the workout with our trainer there in Jonesboro. He's like, "Hey, like get your bags ready. Like we're going to Memphis tonight. Like you're gonna wake up in the morning and go to a pre-draft workout." My eyes were just like huge, right? Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is insane. And yeah, I went down there. I did pretty well. I thought personally it was like me and 5 other guys, and the workouts was 6 total.
Yep.
They do like all the testing beforehand, like kind of some agility stuff, some strength stuff. Then you work on the court for like 2 hours, and then you're done. You go back to wherever you're going next. Actually, Ron Holland, who plays for the Pistons now, was in my workout.
Okay.
So that was cool. Like he ended up being a lottery pick, and I'm there working out against them and just competing. Right?
Yeah.
And that's all I was hoping for, just a foot in the door somewhere, and seeing what happens. Right. So I do that. I think I was there for like 2 more weeks, and then I got a call to go to Denver for another workout right before the draft, which is sweet, being so close to Laramie. It's like 2 hours from where I was going to school at Wyoming. So it's kind of like a little connection there. But I ended up getting out there. And unfortunately I partially tore my quad. Like the very first drill, we're doing like a running vertical touch. And I went up and I just felt it like pull, like a little strain. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like of course, this stinks. But couldn't finish the workout. Ended up flying back home, and really just like a bunch of uncertainty, like not knowing what's gonna happen, like really what's next. So ended up being like the draft happens, didn't really hear much, and my agent was kind of like, hey, like if you can get healthy enough, summer league might be an option, going down and just be on a roster and seeing what happens. And my quad really wasn't feeling too great, and I'm like, man, like I hope something kind of gets going for my recovery. And then it was like 3 days before summer league, I got to fly down there, and he calls me like, hey, Phoenix really wants you to come down, and it's a certain roster spot that's for guys kind of in my situation who they don't play in summer league, but they're going to give a chance to come on a G League team, to go there and play. And they're like, you just need to get through 5 days of practice. Like, if you can do it, you can go down in summer league, be a part of it. You won't play, but you'll practice, like be with the guys in training camp, and then go down in Vegas and be there and practice.
Sure.
So I literally went up to the Newman, and I'm like, my brothers are there with basketballs, like passing me balls. I'm running around trying to go with my quad, and it actually like felt really good. And I could dunk, I could move fine, whatever. So I called my agent, like, hey, like, tell him yes, like, I'll go down there, do everything, and I'll give it a go, you know. And I get down there, we do like my medical stuff. I take an MRI of my quad. I practiced for 3 straight days in Phoenix. I think it's like a week long. It's like a 7-day practice period. And like the 4th or 5th day, I get down there to practice, and they're like, hey, like, Mason, come back in the back room with us. I'm like, oh, great. Like, this can't be good. And I get in the room, and they're like, yeah, we can't let you continue to practice like with your quad. Like, it's a risk for us and you if you end up to completely tear your quad. They're like, it's partially torn, and we're just gonna advise you to not. We can't let you practice. And like, there's nothing I can sign, I can do to keep
Just let me
going.
go.
Right, let me
Yeah,
go.
right.
And they're like, no, whatever. So thankfully, they let me stay down there, and I got to travel with the team to Vegas, which was like a sweet experience.
Yeah.
Like, we got to take the private jet right to Vegas there. Like, we go to the hotel the team stays in, and like, you see so many NBA players there. It's crazy. Like, I walked by Carmelo Anthony, Kawhi Leonard, like, just random players during my time there, which was so cool. Like, it's a crazy experience for me. Got to sit on the bench there, kind of watch, you know, where I kind of wanted to be, like, in that same situation, get to play. Had a great experience there. Came back home, and then I had like a 2-month window of kind of waiting, figuring out what's next, because the G League season is later. So ended up going back to Phoenix for that season. Training camp's like 2 weeks there as well, and ended up getting waived by them like 3 days in, which obviously stinks. Went back home again, training just back in the gym for my next opportunity. And then like December, like a week before Christmas, I signed for Finland and went there for my first year. So kind of just like a crazy up and down period of time, like a bunch of unknowns, and obviously a high of going to summer league, and then I get hurt, can't play, get asked to go back to the G League stuff, and they waive me,
Back down,
and then
yeah.
sign again for Finland. So it was like, I think for me, like, I mean, you can look at it any way you want, right? Like, man, it sucked that this didn't work out for me, but also I think for me, like, this is one of the best years of my career for basketball wise, just like how much I grew as like a player and person. Like, I think, like, honestly, it's one of my best years of my career, like, looking back. Like, I just need that so much for where I want to keep going and progressing, and just so many like valuable life lessons, like always staying ready for your opportunity, and just believing in yourself. Like, after getting waived by Phoenix, like, I'm not gonna lie, it sucked. Like, telling everybody that I was going down there, like, yeah, I'm gonna be in Phoenix for the year. Like, I had people saying, man, we can't wait to come down there and golf with you in the wintertime, and like this and that. I'm like, yeah, like, it's gonna be so
it's
fun.
gonna be great.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sending people back home, like my apartment, like a great spot downtown, and all of a sudden, like 3 days in, it's like, boom,
Bang.
I'm cut. They fly me back home to Jamestown, and I'm back home literally in 5 days after I left.
Within a week.
Everyone's like, what are you doing back? Like, every time I see somebody, it's, what are you doing back home? Like, what's going on? Like, you know, well, I got cut. Like, that's how it goes. Like,
Right.
you put yourself in an opportunity to, I think for me, just like be vulnerable and give it a shot, right? Like, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, put myself out there, and I gave it my all, and I'm satisfied and happy with just giving it my best effort.
Yeah.
Like, the outcome stinks, but that's kind of a goal of working back towards that hopefully one day. But if not, I'm glad with the career I've had, and it's been pretty awesome.
See, I think so many people get stuck on the fear of failure,
Yeah.
but then also the fear of judgment too.
Right.
Like, if you can get over those two thieves,
Yeah.
because that's really what those are.
Mm.
They steal from your joy, they steal from your confidence. Like, who cares if you fail, man? Like you just said, like, that was the best year of your career.
Right.
Like, failure leads to learning and growth.
Mm-hmm.
And the fear of judgment, like, yeah, okay. Like, I've felt this in my story. I think probably all of us have at some point, of man, like it's maybe a little embarrassment. Like you're embarrassed because what? Because you tried to play in the NBA and got waived? Like say that again. Oh, like you were in training camp for an NBA team and you got waived? Like people dream of that.
Right.
Like think of like 6'6" Mason Walters coming into Jamestown, telling him, yeah, you're gonna go down to a training camp for the Phoenix Suns.
Right.
That kid would have been like, heck no, you know. Like, but so many times I think we get caught in the moment of the fear of judgment. Man, if we can get rid of those thieves in our lives, you come to what you've got now, like this sense of peace. And so then you go to Finland, and tell me what moving to Finland was like.
Yeah, it was a crazy year. I mean, end of the year as well, just because like Finland, like people think like, really, to be honest, I had no idea what Finland was like. Like my mom, right before I left, was doing like a bunch of research of like, hey, like what's Finland like, this and that. And I'm like, I don't really care. I'm just gonna go there and whatever happens, basically. So I get there and it's a lot like North Dakota, but just way more snow. So
Really?
like, yeah, it's actually way colder here than in Finland, to be
Okay.
honest, where I was at personally.
Yeah.
So like the southern part of Finland is Helsinki, the capital, and I was like 2 hours north of that. And then like 4 hours north of where I was is literally like reindeer, and it's called like Lapland is where it's called, but it's like, yeah, like reindeer and the Arctic Circle basically all the way up there.
You're up there.
So yeah, I never got to go that far up there, but I wish I would have. But yeah, so where I was at was similar to North Dakota, like weather-wise. But really the town I was in, smaller town, kind of like Jamestown, not huge. Just went there, had an apartment, my own car, didn't know anybody. Like there was 3 other American teammates there with me. And I came halfway through the season. So basically just thrown into the fire. The head coach had gotten fired right before I got there. So new head coach. I think I played maybe like 15, 18 games with the team. Again, another great experience just for me being like, I mean, there's already kind of a pecking order once you get on a team, like a new team. We had the 2 leading scorers in the league on my team. And then our third American probably averaged like 15 points a game before I got there. So there was a lot of output already from the Americans. So I kind of just came in, was like basically like a role do-it-all guy, like a glue guy basically. Rebound, score whenever I need to, play defense. And yeah, it's a good league and competition-wise. But yeah, I finished the league or the season with like, I think I averaged maybe like 10 points and 5 rebounds. So like nothing crazy, but for me, like I was just proud of the way that I stuck with it and like finished on a good note in terms of like trying somewhere and going somewhere, putting myself out there and seeing what can happen basically. But yeah, I mean, it was really that first year was a culture shock for me. Like the language barrier, the language is Finnish. So
you know any Finnish?
Barely. No. I know like Kiitos is thank you, Kiitos.
Okay.
They say when you say hello, it's moi. When you say goodbye, it's moi moi. So that was like weird getting used to.
Okay.
Moi moi when you leave. But yeah, some simple greetings. That's about it.
That's about it. All right. That's all we got in the Finnish.
That's it. But yeah, a great country, super safe.
Yep.
I don't know if people would really be like a touristy vacation spot by any means, unless you really want to go check out some reindeer. I don't know if that's a thing, maybe. But yeah, it was a good experience for sure.
So you get done in Finland. What year was that?
That was my first year, so that would have been 2024, I think.
2024.
Yeah.
And you were dating your then girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
So dating distance
Yeah.
halfway across the world. Because she didn't go to Finland with you, right?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what happens after the season? Do you come back, hang out in the States?
Yeah.
And then where do you go in your second year? And did Paige follow you?
Yeah, that's the thing. We dated for a year at Jamestown. We did long distance. When I went to Wyoming,
Yep.
she was still playing volleyball, and then we did long distance Yeah, we did long distance when I went to Finland. She came and visited me once, I believe, once or twice,
Yeah.
and then we did long distance again this year.
Dude, you're ready to
Since-
get married, man.
yeah. So we both
Golly.
yeah,
I can
don't
relate
know.
with you a little bit. My now fiance lives 1,751 miles away.
Oh wow.
So I get that.
Yeah.
You probably beat me by double that over in Finland.
Yeah.
But man, we and you are a little bit alike in that. I'm
Yeah.
excited to get married. Probably same with you.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think it was good. I mean, looking back, I wish we didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
But I think you definitely learn to value the time with each other more and realize how special something you have is with someone.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're definitely super excited to get married this summer, and she can end up coming with me overseas next year, depending on where I'm going. So we're looking forward to that for sure.
Tell me about Paige.
She's awesome. She's the best. Yeah, super smart. We met at Jamestown, so she was playing volleyball. Her roommate was dating, well, they're married now, but was dating one of my really good friends, and teammates, Jackson Weist, Avery Byers' his wife. And that's how we met. We're dating for that year. And then it wasn't easy leaving for sure. That was rough, but she's been super supportive of me and allowing me to chase my dreams and follow me around. And it's been a big sacrifice for her, especially. Like, she's had to kind of put her career and a lot of her dreams on hold while I was playing basketball. So super appreciative of her for that, you know. But yeah, no, she's the best. So I'm definitely excited for this wedding.
Well, one of her dreams is happening on August. Getting to marry you. You guys got it figured out or what?
Well, she has most of it figured out.
Yeah, you probably figured out a lot of nods and yeah, I think that'd be great. I don't know about you, but I figured that out.
Yeah, no, I definitely did.
I got mine was the meal. I was I wanted to have a good food, so I had heavy influence on the meal.
Well, you and I both have immaculate taste palate.
Yeah, our palates. That is one thing about Anna. I love Anna, but she's got a very immature taste palate. And so, Anna, it's nothing against you. It's just you don't taste food like we do.
They're so picky, Mason.
It's not picky. It's just mature.
We just know good food.
So that's the one thing that I got to choose. Do you have any influence over anything in your wedding? Do you get to choose the suit color?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. What are you going with?
We're going black.
Yeah, same.
Pretty basic.
Love it. Bow ties or ties?
Ties.
Ties.
Yeah.
All right.
Normal ties.
Good deal.
I voiced my opinion, but it was a lot of Paige, so
Yeah.
she did a great job. I'm gonna do a great job. Obviously, I'm excited to. I mean, I haven't seen the venue yet. We're going to the Armory in Moorhead.
Yeah.
But I just haven't been home to I
Sure.
couldn't tour it. I couldn't taste the food.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, she did so much planning and
Paige took care of it.
Yeah,
Love it.
so I'm definitely appreciative of that.
All right. Is Mason gonna cry as Paige comes down the aisle? Anna, what's your vote?
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you will probably shed a few tears.
I might.
You're gonna tear up for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
He'll hold it together, but he'll have a couple tears in the chamber, ready to go.
Yeah.
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 100%. Might have to wipe them.
Yep. Love it. Just
I
a
think
clip.
we'll get maybe one little wipe from Mason.
I like that. It shows that he's emotional, but not a mess.
Holding it together.
As he's just bald.
Yeah.
You're gonna sob.
We might have to do follow up with a little reel after the wedding of this clip and then what Mason actually does.
Mason, do you think you will?
I think I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing a first look before your ceremony?
Check with Paige.
Yeah.
Paige
I think
does it.
so. Yes. I think. Yeah.
So
I believe so.
I'm not doing a first look. So the first time I see my fiance Mercedes come down the aisle, that'd be the first time I see her all day. I'm gonna be a mess.
You're gonna be the blubber.
I'm not gonna be like that. I will be crying though. I'll be, because in all seriousness, it's a long time coming.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
the long distance thing, I always joke that my relationship was built on FaceTimes and bottles of wine.
Mhm.
A lot of FaceTimes,
A lot of
man.
FaceTimes
A
here,
lot of
too.
FaceTimes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Apple. And then when we got together, we'd open up a bottle of wine and talk for hours. But it would be cool because it's like the beginning of your new chapter.
Yeah.
You know, she's stuck with you for a lot of chapters beforehand, but now you guys get to do it together.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Very cool.
congrats to you on your
Thank you.
wedding day.
You as well.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, man. Well, let's end this thing and wrap up. We could talk ball for a long, long time, but I want to give Anna and Garrett, because they know you way better than me, give just some questions and shoot at you and give you some time. So Garrett, what do you got for him?
Yeah, for a high schooler that's watching, I know you've talked about, putting in the work and the grind. A lot of high school kids think that they're working hard, right? But maybe they don't know what hard work actually looks like. So what does that look like? Like going from high school to college to Division I to now playing professionally, like what does that actually look like?
Yeah, I think like a big thing that kids like get wrong is they think they need whatever, a different trainer or different moves, right? Like different things that no one's heard of, right? Like secret sauce basically. And I think especially going to Wyoming, like we did the basics like every single day, but we just did them at a very, very high level. And I feel like that's how you get better. Like, especially like playing basketball or whatever sport you're doing, like it's not always about doing a new thing, but doing something you do a lot and doing it very, very well. Like a big thing that I was learning during my pre-draft process for NBA stuff is like there's the top 5% of the NBA are guys like Jalen Brunson, for example, who's gonna have the ball in his hands and just scores, right? But those guys who are fighting for the last 3 or 4 spots in a roster are doing little things that they don't do, like play defense, rebound, make corner threes. Like,
Josh Hart.
Right, exactly. Josh Hart, perfect example.
Yep.
Like a guy who cultivated a role for himself and just shined in that role.
Yep.
I mean, you can go down the list of people, but I think it's, especially for like high school kids, to go back to your question, is just like finding something that you're either already good at and continuing to excel in that, and then just doing like little things day in and day out and doing them better, but at a higher level as well, I guess, faster. And yeah, I think that's how you really get a lot better over time.
I think too, like Division I is the goal or the aspiration for a lot of high school kids. What's a day in the life at a place like Wyoming when you're in the grind? Like, what does that day look like for you?
Yeah, it was a little bit different for me because I was a grad student when I went to Wyoming, so all my stuff was online. I got my master's in business online in 1 year actually, so it was pretty cool. But a normal day would be every day, pretty much, unless it's a game day, you have some sort of like weights, activation, stretching before practice for like about an hour. After that, you practice for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. So if you lift at 12, practice is at 1, you're done by like 3. Then usually maybe you're watching film with a position coach. Maybe you're getting some extra rehab treatment, getting the ice bath, the hot tub, that kind of stuff. And then really you're going to eat. We had training table at Wyoming. I don't know if you guys had that at UND as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Which was awesome. Coming from Jamestown to Wyoming was like night and day. I mean, that's funny, night and day. That's the name of the cafeteria at Jamestown. But I don't want to talk poorly about the UJ cafeteria, but the Wyoming athletes cafeteria was pretty amazing. But yeah, go eat dinner, and then usually you're back home by whatever, 5, 6, me personally. But then a lot of the other guys, like they're going to class like in between that. So they wake up in the morning. They usually make like the freshmen get like on usually a meal plan. So they got to go to breakfast in the morning, and then they're going to class for 2-3 hours. Then they're going to practice. So I basically just missed that morning window for me being a grad student.
Yeah, and maybe you're getting shots up or getting an extra lift in. Like you're putting in 6 or 7 hours just in a regular day.
That's like the requirement.
Yeah.
Like what you just said,
That's
like
the
that,
baseline,
that's
yeah.
the base. Like that's everybody's doing that.
Yeah.
And then what are you doing extra that puts you over the edge? That's a full-time job, man.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think that's perspective for these kids in high school. Like if you're shooting for 30 minutes and maybe lifting for 20 minutes, that's not what these guys are doing. Like these guys at the highest level are putting in hours every day.
Right.
I think the biggest shift from what I was doing in high school to college and really now on the back half of college looking back is what that 30 minutes look like though. Because I'll tell you, man, somebody at the collegiate level, at the pro level, what they did in 30 minutes is what somebody in high school would do in 4 hours. Like the efficiency and the intensity at which you attack something, that completely shifted when I got to college. So that would be another thing too. Would you agree with that, Mace? Just like how you attack your time.
I mean, I feel like with all that time for like team stuff, like if you have extra time, like you got to make sure it's like you're efficient, like you said, with your time. Like a 45-minute workout, like you're not going to the gym for 10, 20 minutes and just whatever, walking around, checking out your phone, like doing random stuff. Like you come to the gym and you're immediately going 100% locked in mentally, like focused for those 45 minutes. And then you get out when you're done, basically. Right. There's no messing around.
We're tracking makes.
Right.
We're getting it. There's a set schedule. That's big time.
Our coach talked about like that was committed versus compelled. Like, yeah, I don't know. And just naturally, like as you put more time into something, you transition from being committed to more compelled because it's like I've put so much work, like now I desire it, and I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
That's good. The committed is the baseline.
Yeah.
Right.
Like everybody's committed as a college athlete.
Right.
But are you compelled?
What's the extra? Right.
Yeah, I feel like it's like that. I feel like that way at the like at UJ when I was there, like the shift was because everyone, like you said, is working out, right? Like maybe whatever 10 guys on the 15-man roster are gonna go in and get extra shots up, but it's like how many of those guys like have it inside them to like I need to do this. Like I don't know, this might be crazy, but like I feel like at a certain point I just became like so like obsessed with like I need to go shoot. It's like maybe like a fault. Like I was too like hyper fixated on it, like I just felt like if I didn't go in and work out that day, like either someone out there was getting better than me or like I was getting worse.
I hear you.
Yeah, like I don't know, like it might sound crazy like to some people, but like
that's what
there's especially for me, like there was one other player who I played against, and like I vividly like remember times where I wouldn't shoot and I would think of him like in my brain like going like this and like going past me, and like I don't know, that's just how I was at that point. And I think you kind of have to be that way in a certain sense to get better. I don't know.
Goosebumps. That's good stuff. G, you got one more?
I just pulled up your stats for this last year in Switzerland. 21.6 points per game, 8.4 rebounds per game, 2.5 assists, and a steal. You shot 35% from three and 75% from the line. So, I mean, just looking at that, like that's a testament to all the work that you've put in for sure. What's next?
Yeah, right now, my agent's basically, I mean, when we last talked, he was like, you did your job, you performed well. Now just like, let me do my job and I'll figure out what's next for you. That process kind of starts to pick up in July, more so. Seasons are winding down overseas now and guys are coming back home. They're looking to build their rosters for next year. So that'll start to pick up as it goes. And then with my wedding coming up in August, I might have to take a little bit later of a job just with that being where it's at in time frame. But he wasn't worried about finding me a place to go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, I mean, just getting better this summer and seeing where I'm going next.
So process focused. This is just the way you are. And so it's like a fish swimming in water, it's just you're normal, but you're never focused on results. It's always just going to keep getting better. over and over. It's literally just been drilled into you. It's part of who you are now. But man, that's something that's amazed me, even in just the hour that we've been talking, is it always comes back to just going back to the gym, just going back and getting back to work. I'm just going to keep getting better over and over and over. And eventually the results take care of themselves. I love Coach Saban. I always would say, you're a champion before you win championships. You train like a champion, you act like a champion, you serve like a champion, and eventually the product is championships. Yeah, it's so clear talking with you here today why you're successful. It's because you're a champion, man, and you don't need a stat line to prove it. You just prove it by how you walk every single day. So I just want to encourage you, maybe solidify that what you're doing is it's a testament to the work you put in. So
Thank you.
Well
Appreciate
done.
it.
Well done, dude.
Thank you.
All right, man. We asked this question to all of our guests, and I really think this podcast was made for overcomers, like guys that have been through something and overcome it. And so, if I were to ask you, sitting here today, what is an overcomer to you? What would you say?
To me personally, like, I think for myself is just, I mean, life is all about adversity. I think like the ups and downs are what make life so special, right? Like the great times and also the bad times. You can't take just the good and not take the bad. So I think how you respond to that, and then also just like your perspective on life. Like I've got to see traveling the world playing basketball these past 2 years, like, I had a teammate actually who this past season, his dad was, they were refugees from Ukraine, and his dad couldn't leave the country. And every day he showed up with a smile to practice. And like, I get goosebumps talking about it, but like the way he talked about his dad, and he could call him like once every 2 weeks. I think that's something, just seeing how like he didn't know where his family was, how they were doing, like, and he could still come and show up to basketball practice and have a great attitude, be a good teammate. Like, I think to me, somebody who to overcome is to deal with something like that and still show up every day and give it your best and put your best foot forward. And I think him specifically is a perfect example of that for me.
Amen. Amen, man. Snaps to that.
I have
Yeah.
questions.
Mhm.
Two
Go ahead, man.
questions. Do you mind?
Oh, we got time.
Okay.
Let's go.
First question is, when did you start taking your faith seriously, and maybe the influences that attributed to that?
I would say for me, it was Paige. I grew up going to church when I was younger. And I knew who like Jesus was, but I didn't really have a relationship with him. And when Paige and I first started dating, actually, she was going to Temple Baptist in Jamestown, and she started pulling me to church with her. So really it was Paige. And that's one of the things that I love most about her as well. Like, she really pushed me and encouraged me. And, we had some conversations about that at the beginning. Like, I didn't really understand like a lot of certain things, and why are you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? Like, and I think that's been a huge part of my life now as well, is just, having that faith, in Jesus. And that's a huge part of my life now as well, in both of our lives. So yeah, really, again, a testament to Paige, and, kind of getting me started on my walk. And yeah, really these past 2 years, I had a teammate this past year, again, a fellow Christian, and we ended up having Bible studies actually by the end of the year, which is amazing. Like, I would have never thought like myself would have been one to like be not a part of it, but like me and him kind of led it. And I would have never have imagined that. And that was like a huge thing, for me, just to like, we had so many different people on our team. Like, we had some people who followed, were Muslim, and we had some Christians, we had some non-believers, we had some atheists, and like just kind of pulling them all together and like trying to just have like conversations and, grow our faith, but also like proclaim the gospel as well. It was like just like a huge thing for me this past year. It's just been like honestly amazing. So yeah, it's kind of been a huge thing in my life this past year. And my teammate's name is Jalen McManus, so shout out to him. He was my other American on the team this past year. So yeah, it was awesome.
That just reminds me of the quote of God does not call the qualified, he qualifies the called.
Yeah.
Man, calling on your heart that started with your girlfriend dragging you to church, and he's qualifying you to lead others. That's amazing. So
yeah, I would. I mean, I've never have guessed that, but like I felt it. The same thing. Like it's funny. Like the first day that he got to the apartment, like we had a shared apartment. So my first year, I had my own apartment, and the second year, my agent said like, hey, like you're gonna have to share an apartment with this other guy. I'm kind of like, oh crap, like I don't know him at all. I'm gonna spend 8 months with him. Like my girlfriend's gonna come visit me, and I'm sharing this apartment with this random person. But like the first day I met him, like I literally think that he asked me like just plainly like, are you a Christian? And I said yes, like I am obviously. And like ever since then, like we just were like super close. I can't explain it. Like I feel like, I don't know, when I signed in Switzerland, like something was like nudging me to go there, and I just felt like super comfortable in it and confident. And my agent was kind of like you're sure, like you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, like I don't know why, but I feel like I'm supposed to be here. And I don't know if that I don't really believe in like luck or chance. So I think I was meant to be there with him, and just grow my faith in that sense. So,
that's cool, man.
Yeah,
super cool. And you got one more?
So great. Yeah, last thing. What is your favorite thing that Paige makes?
she's a great cook, by the way. So just so many good things.
Can we get some pictures? Can we get Paige to send over some pictures of some of the masterpieces?
I'm trying to think. We actually, when we got back, so she's big in like sourdough.
Oh yeah.
So she made, when we were in, so we actually got to go to Milan, Italy.
Yeah.
During the Olympics, and we watched the gold medal hockey match.
You were there for Jack Hughes?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's actually a crazy story. Like, do we have time?
Tell it.
Okay. Yeah. So she was flying down there, and she's like, the Olympics are in Milan. I had no idea. I'm like, are you serious? So we started looking, and I had a game on like a Friday. I think the game was on a Saturday. And she's like, the gold medal match is on a Saturday. This is like a month in advance. She's like, should we buy these tickets and go there? And whoever's in the championship, we can just watch. It'll be awesome. I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So
we ended up looking, and it was like, I think it's like $1,000 a ticket, which is like a lot. I was like, okay, like I hope it's a good match, And then it gets closer and closer, and then USA and Canada gets into the gold medal match. So that was my first hockey game I've ever been to.
No way.
Yeah. I went to one.
Oh my goodness.
I went to one University of Jamestown hockey game, I think, maybe two. And I'm just not a huge hockey guy.
Yeah.
But we get there, and the game's incredible. Obviously, the atmosphere is unreal. Like, we had great seats. I can show you the picture of this, but we're like looking down, and everywhere is just Canadian fans, like everywhere.
Yeah.
And like it started out like back and forth, USA, Canada chants, and it kind of started out like USA, and then all of a sudden like Canada, like way over top of us, like just completely. The whole arena was going crazy for Canada, but they ended up winning. Like there was some other Americans like right next to us actually, so like they scored that goal in overtime, and like we're all like going crazy, like yelling, screaming. It was like a crazy. Like just a crazy experience that we got to go do that. But ever since then, I've just been like invested in hockey, actually.
Locked in
like
on hockey.
loving hockey.
Yeah, let's go.
Like I gotta like figure out something about hockey just so I can like learn. But yeah, it was awesome.
Have you picked out a team to root for yet?
I mean, I feel like the easy choice is the Wild, just being so close.
Yeah.
But I don't really have a team. No, I really want to go to like, I've heard like crazy things about the UND hockey games.
Yeah.
I want to go to one of those.
Oh, they're fun.
Yeah, I've heard the Wild games are super fun too. I would love to go to one of those. But yeah. Oh, I was talking about Italy. Sorry. The pizza we had there was amazing. Like, I don't know.
At the game?
No, like
Or
just
in
Italy
Milan?
itself.
Okay, yeah.
Just like how good like the crust and like everything is just was amazing. So that's what Paige's best thing she makes is she makes this sourdough crust for sourdough.
Yeah.
And then we had it when I got back home. My parents bought a big the pizza steel.
Mhm.
So we put the sourdough on there and made homemade pizzas. Oh, so good.
She actually recently mentioned that to us. And
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, you guys can come over and I'll make you this pizza that
Like
we had. She said it
it's
literally
so good.
tasted just like Italy. So
Like
it's
right when I
awesome.
tried it, I was like, this tastes, because it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but the crust is like, it's so hard to describe. It's like crunchy, but not like too crunchy, where it's also not like the soggy, greasy, like floppy pizza. I don't know. I'm not a huge pizza guy, but it was so
Whatever Paige is doing, it's
Yeah,
good.
it's good, yeah.
That's awesome. Good.
That's
deal.
probably my favorite
Good
thing
deal.
she makes.
Good deal, man.
Yeah.
Well, that could have been something good too. Paige's Pizza, but let's get into something good and wrap this thing up. Garrett, tell me something good today, man.
All this Europe talk, it's got me thinking about castles. I don't know why. Like, I think I saw a picture of a castle on Twitter the other day, and I was like, dang, dude, I want
I want you to find that picture and let's throw it up. This is a classic Garrett moment. I think I was on Twitter and I saw some castles. Oh my gosh.
Dude, have you gotten to go to a castle? Have you seen it? Is there any castles in Finland or anything?
We went to in France, in Paris. We got to go to the Palace of Versailles, it's called.
Yeah.
And that was
Unbelievable.
amazing. Yeah. That's
Very
kind of a castle.
huge.
Just, yeah. I mean,
So
it's,
big.
it's the palace, I guess, but yeah. So sweet.
Like, we don't have castles in America.
No.
We need more
America
castles.
is so new
It's so new.
compared to,
Yeah.
Europe.
So, yeah, that's my
Castles.
something
All right, man. Someday when we go to Europe, do a little tour over there. We'll hit some
good.
castles.
100%.
Not real
We'll
accessible.
fly over and do another episode with Mason.
Let's go.
That'd be
Ooh.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, for the
Good
EuroLeague
idea.
final.
Yeah.
Come on now. I tell you what, those Greece Euro teams,
Oh,
the stands like shake from their crowds. It's unbelievable.
yeah.
Someday, that'd be awesome.
We got to go
Going
to
for
a
a
soccer game in the city I was at,
Yeah.
and they call them the ultras. They're called ultra fans.
Yeah.
They call them the ultras, and they like were standing up chanting for 90 straight minutes.
They're nuts.
Like they don't quit chanting the whole
Yeah,
game.
Americans are soft when it comes
Yeah, for
to
sure.
to chants
Yeah.
and being a fan. Anna, tell me something good.
I was just gonna say wedding season. Like in North Dakota, it's literally 3 months of weddings because nobody wants to get married in the winter. So it's like it's just been a wedding every weekend. Legitimately, the month of June there was 4 Jimmy weddings.
Yep.
So
And then August, you're coming to mind. You're going to
Yep.
Masons and Pages.
Yep.
Like you're just gonna be going to weddings all summer.
it's like insane too. And they're not even ones that we've just like booked because we're filming them. Like these are friends' weddings that we're going to as well. So it's like just wedding season. We're in the thick of it.
Awesome. Good deal. Mace, tell me something good, man.
We went to Duluth for the first time this past weekend.
Yeah.
And I've never been there, and it was amazing.
Beautiful.
So cool.
Did you go up on the North Shore a little bit, or
I
just?
think we
sticking
were
to
just
Duluth?
like downtown
Yeah,
area
it's a
there.
beautiful
And
city.
yeah, it was so cool. Like
Mhm.
my brother was there for a team camp for Duluth, and my assistant coach from Jamestown coaches there now.
Mhm.
So I got to visit them, and yeah, it was so sweet. It's
Awesome.
a great area.
That is a sweet area to live in. I think I just don't think they know about it.
Yeah.
But like Lutzen and North Shore, when you get up like an hour north of Duluth, is like a different world up there. That's awesome. That is something good. My something good is a few weeks back, the New York Knicks won the NBA championship, and Jalen Brunson. If you don't know who Jalen Brunson is, point guard, smaller. Was he 6'1"?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, 6'1", 6'2". And anyway, I think we need to recognize Jalen, not because he brought New York a championship. That's amazing. They were such a bum of an organization, but what he did last year, because he was eligible for the max extension with the New York Knicks, and he could have made, I want to say like $30 million more, but he signed for less because he wanted to give his team more flexibility in signing other star players. And they did that. They go get Karl Anthony Towns, they sign Mikal Bridges, all these things. And now they won a championship. And the reason I just want something good in it is that in today's world of guys just chasing money. And don't get me wrong, I want to make money too, but he decided, I want to win more than I want the money. Like, I'm getting a ton of money already. I'll be all right. Like, I just want to win. And I listened to some of his interviews that he's done after, and he's like, it was so worth it. Like, it going in, but here's the thing. He said, even if we wouldn't have won it, it's still worth it, because chasing success with great people around you. He's got his best friends on the team, Mikhail Bridges and what's the other Villanova guy? Josh Hart.
Yeah.
Like, chasing success with great people around you is one of the most fun, worthwhile things in life. And I think we can all learn something from that. Like, man, try and chase to be the best you can be with great people around you. The money will take care of itself. And Jalen Brunson's a testament to that. So,
Sure.
JB, that's my something good. I can't bring myself to cheer for the Knicks, but I'll cheer for Jalen Brunson. So that's awesome. Mace, it's been fun, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for hopping on. I don't know if people can tell, but we've been talking for a minute. It got dark outside. So
changed.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It was great talking with you, and we're gonna do a follow. I like that idea, Anna. Do a little follow up session in Europe when you're chasing championships.
That is sweet.
Congrats on the wedding.
Yeah, thank you too.
Yeah.
Good luck.
We'll see if I cry and ball. But awesome. Thanks for joining us on the Sit Down. Have a good one, everybody. See you.